Hello everyone! A tornado or butterfly chart can be used to compare two sets of data side by side. For example, product sales in two different markets. The numbers in both sets have to have the same sign, so both be positive or negative. In this video, you will see how to make such a chart using a pivot table. Let's see how this is done. My data range shows the sales of some products for two markets for 2 years. The sales units are all positive. The structure of the data is appropriate for using a pivot table. So I'm going to convert this data range to table by clicking it and pressing Ctrl and T together. And then add a pivot table in a new worksheet. I will put market in the columns, the product field in the rows area, the sales units in the values area, and the year will be the filter. Let's remove the grand totals and add a pivot chart. Clustered bar. To achieve the tornado effect, I will have to make the numbers of market 2 negative. To achieve this, I will select an item in the market field and under Analyze in the pivot table tools, under Fields, Items and Sets, choose Calculated Item. And the formula will be minus market 2. I will also make the numbers of market 1 negative to achieve a symmetrical axis. I can either keep the vertical axis and transfer the categories to the side. In the Format Axis pane, I can choose label position high or low, or I can remove it altogether and put the labels in the middle. To achieve this, I will need one more item, which will be equal to an arbitrary small number. I'll also add a title, Sales Units, Market 2 versus Market 1, and I'll color Market 2 red and Market 1 green. In the chart, I only need the numbers for Market 1 and the negative numbers for Market 2, which is Formula 1. The other series need to be hidden. So I'm going to select them one by one. And under Format Data Series, select No Fill. Also, I'm going to add data labels to Formula 3. Under Series Options, I'm going to set Series Overlap to 100% to get the tornado effect, and also decrease the gap width. I will also remove the legend, the grid lines, and change the color of the visible series. And add data labels. My axis is symmetrical because I have the same highest numbers on both sides, just with a different sign. All the labels also need to be adjusted. So I will start with the horizontal axis. Under Number, I will type the following format code. I want my positive numbers to be green with no decimal places, my negative numbers to be red with no negative sign and no decimal places, and the 0 the default color. The format code contains the custom formatting for the labels. The first section of the code is for the positive numbers, the second one for the negative numbers, and the third one for 0, each separated with a semicolon. Let's adjust the other labels as well. So on the left side, I'm going to skip the positive numbers. The negative numbers have to be red with no negative sign and no decimal places, and no 0, just to declutter the chart. And on the right side, the positive numbers have to be green with no decimal places. I'm going to skip the negative numbers, and I'll add one more semicolon to skip the 0, so it does not get shown. To display the categories, I'm going to change the data labels in the middle to include category name instead of value, add a shadow effect, select one of them, and move it to the center, and clone the current label. The categories are in reverse order as compared to the pivot table. To fix this, I'm going to add back the vertical axis, and in the Format Axis pane, check Categories in reverse order, and horizontal axis crosses at maximum category. And remove the axis again. And the order is correct. I also would like to sort the products based on Market 2 sales units in descending order. This will make the chart look more like a tornado. If the categories differ based on filter selection, for example, in the year 2021, some of the products were not introduced yet to the market, then we'll have a gap in the chart. To avoid this, a different solution using calculated fields is necessary. Let's see how this is done. Let me remove the calculated items. And add a calculated field. I will take sales units with a negative sign in the formula for field 1 and add an additional field with an arbitrary small number for centering the data labels. This solution results in one extra column, but at the same time, there will be no gaps in the chart. The rest of the steps are similar to the previous solution. So let me speed up a bit. Let's also add a slicer. Now the number of the displayed categories in the chart will change depending on the filter selection. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more contents like this.